Inside every human cell, a gene called POMC, cleaved by enzymes into a 13-amino acid hormone, alpha MSH, that tells your melanocytes to make dark pigment. In the 1980s, scientists at the University of Arizona synthesized a supercharged version of that hormone, cyclic, stable, potent. They called it Melanotan 2. It binds the MC1R receptor, fires a 6-step biochemical cascade, floods the skin with eumelanin, deep brown-black pigment. The science is elegant. The story of what one person did with it is something else. Episode 2. The Experiment. In 2017, a German former flight attendant named Martina Big made international headlines. She had been administering Melanotan 2 injections, not for the libido effects, not for appetite suppression, not for a fashionable tan. She wanted to become black. What happened to Martina Big is, biochemically, exactly what Episode 1 predicted. Sustained MC1R agonism, continuous MITF expression, relentless tyrosinase activity, month after month of eumelanin synthesis, accelerated by regular UV exposure, which provides the photonic trigger that converts DOPA intermediates into melanin at scale. Her skin darkened from pale white to deep brown. Her hair, follicular melanocytes receiving the same systemic signal, coarsened and darkened. Her eyebrows deepened. The molecule did precisely what it was designed to do. But Martina Big had something else in mind entirely. She renamed herself Malaika Kubwa, Swahili for Big Angel. She declared she identified as a black woman. She and her husband, who underwent a parallel transformation, moved to Kenya. She claimed, with apparent sincerity, that her future children would be born black. Let's be exact about what the science says here. No injection modifies the germline. No amount of phenotypic change alters the DNA inside an egg or a sperm cell. Her children would carry the same European genome she was born with. Pigmentation is a phenotype, an expression of genes in living tissue. The biochemistry is unambiguous on this point. The identity claim is something else entirely, something that biochemistry cannot adjudicate. Critics described her transformation as a contemporary form of blackface, the acquisition and commodification of black physical features, stripped of the lived history that gives those features context. It was seen by many as not just scientifically illiterate, but as a form of erasure. This series takes no position on questions of identity, but it does take a position on the science, and the science says what Melanotan 2 changes is real. It is measurable and biochemically profound. What it cannot change is everything else. For those who want to understand the mechanism, here is how a transformation of this scale is pharmacologically achieved. Phase 1. Loading. Melanotan 2, supplied as a lyophilized powder, is reconstituted in bacteriostatic water. Subcutaneous injections of 0.5 to 1 milligram are administered daily. Injection sites rotated to prevent tissue damage. Combined, critically, with UV exposure. UV is not optional. It is the photonic co-signal that drives DOPA conversion to melanin at scale. Phase 2. Deepening. Over months, as tolerance to side effects develops, doses increase, 1 to 2 milligrams daily. UV sessions continue. The follicular melanocytes in hair receive the same systemic signal. Texture changes, color deepens. It reaches every melanocyte the blood supply touches. Without ongoing injections, the effect is not permanent. Melanocyte activity returns to the baseline determined by genetics. The genome was never touched. It was only temporarily overruled. Before this story closes, the full picture. Melanotan 2 is not FDA approved for any purpose. It is sold as a research chemical. It is administered at unverified doses in solutions of unknown purity. Nausea and vomiting, common at higher doses. Spontaneous erections, unwanted, potentially prolonged. Rapid mole darkening. MC1R stimulates all melanocytes, including atypical nevi. Melanoma risk. Pro-proliferative effects on melanocytes are real. Cardiovascular effects reported. Unknown long-term effects. No Phase 3 safety data exists. None. The stimulation operates without discrimination. It reaches every melanocyte, including any that may already be on a path toward malignancy. Anyone with a personal history of melanoma is operating without a safety net. This is not a legal disclaimer. It is the science. POMC has been in the human genome for 200 million years. Alpha MSH has been signaling since before skin color had meaning. Melanotan 2 takes that ancient signal and amplifies it past anything nature intended. It is one of the most elegant pieces of biochemistry ever. And like most elegant things, the consequences are anything but simple. The biochemistry does not lie. The interpretation is yours. Visit Unbedside Manners.com for more stories.